Center. It brings back a lot of memories. And how many of you remembers the year 1997? Any of y'all? But you have a good reason to, right? So do I. 1997, I had a husband that walked out the door and said, I'm going to be 40 and have nothing in life. And I said, I'm sorry, a wife and 3 kids means nothing to you. And as he walked out of the door and I left with a 12, 9, and 8-year-old, I thought the divorce I was going through that year was the worst battle of my life. However, I had no idea of the war that was about to come in December of 1997. In December, as I sat on Santa's lap, literally, in the mall in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where I'm originally from, I sat on Santa's lap and said, Santa, all I want for Christmas is a divorce decree in my stocking. That's all I want, because I've had it. It's been a year, I've been married another year, had an anniversary, this divorce still ain't over. Remember that? I left Santa's lap, I went home, exhausted, I was tired. I had a cough that wouldn't go away, and I went to my grandmother's house and was wrapping Christmas gifts for my kids. And all of a sudden, my earring fell off, and I went to grab it, and I thought, what's this hard lump behind my ear? And all of a sudden, there's another lump right back here. I didn't think too much of it. I go to the doctor, the family physician, and I get antibiotics, and finally, they decide in January of 1998, we're going to do a biopsy. I go into the doctor's office and I'm sitting there on the table, and my mother is an RN and she's worked for my family physician for years. And the doctor says to me, you've got lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's disease. And I'm like, whew, thank God it isn't cancer. I had no idea. Doctors don't like to use that C word, I found out. And as a patient, I had a whole new word to my vocabulary, lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's disease. I had a new doctor in my life, oncologist. I had no knowledge. I didn't know what was about to happen. The first thing I did was go to a bookstore and grab 5 books, anything I could do on cancer. They're all doom and gloom, to what to expect. My world was in a tailspin, and those of you that have been cancer here, who all are survivors here, you know what I'm talking about. So now I've got 3 kids, I'm diagnosed with cancer, and where do I go? This was in January. Believe it or not, my first treatment did not come until April of '98. Those of you that are diagnosed with cancer know you just don't instantly start chemo. They go through all these things. I was sent up to University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Anybody been up there at all? Fabulous hospital, research hospital. I was sent up there because of my age at the time, the late 30s. They were doing wonderful things and having clinical trials, and Dr. Mark Kaminsky was the man for lymphoma. So they sent my records up there via fax. I followed up with a phone call. I got a recording on a voicemail that says, you know, Beth Ann, to fit Dr. Kaminsky's clinical trials, you've got to be at least a stage 3 or 4. You're only a stage 2. And I wanted to say, are you kidding me? Right now I got 2 golf balls under my armpit. I could feel it growing down in the groin area. I know I'm at least a stage 3. I call back. I get another voicemail. They return the call. You know, sometimes radiation takes care of this. We think this may work. Sometimes and think and maybe were not in this girl's vocabulary. And I'm insane. And I had to sell for my life. The 5th phone call, I called up there. And I said, look, I'm a single mom with 3 kids. I know this is where I need to be, and I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Please just get me through those doors for a consultation. The 5th return call was, Beth Ann, you have a consultation. I went up to Ann Arbor. I walked through the doors. They re-biopsied me, found out I was low-grade lymphoma, however, with some high-grade, which determined your treatment pattern. I've learned with cancer, if you don't get the right diagnosis, you're not going to get the right treatment pattern, and you're probably not going to make it. I learned a lot from up at University of Michigan. He came in, and the Dr. Kaminsky says, you know what, he took my hand, you don't fit our protocol. And the first thing that came to my mind was, darn, now I got to go through chemo and lose my hair. That was the first thing that came through my mind. He took my hand and said, look, if you'll allow me to oversee your doctors in Fort Wayne. And I cried and said, thank you. From that point on, I went back to Fort Wayne with the oncologist into a cancer center such as this and started the first bout of my chemotherapy. Every 3 weeks was in there. And what was it going to be? Went through all the chemotherapy. I then had a drug called Rituxan, where you had to be admitted to the hospital. It was an experimental drug at that time.